I either love or hate layovers. If they're under 5 hours, I'll be stuck at the airport. But if they're over 6 hours, I get to explore a new city for free. That's precisely what we did in London. Today, we're spending 12 hours in London. We landed at Gatwick Airport, and after going through security, we left our bags at the bag storage kiosk at the airport. When you're storing your bags, you pay per bag, so that's something to keep in mind. We travel light with only a carry-on, so that wasn't a crazy fee when you only have 2 bags. We got to leave our bags and navigate London luggage-free. 2 main trains will take you directly from the airport to Victoria Station, Gatwick Express, and the Southern Railway. I recommend taking the Southern Railway as it's cheaper and only takes 5 minutes longer than riding Gatwick Express. Here's another tip. Instead of buying train tickets, use Apple Pay and tap and pay before boarding. It'll save you time and a few pounds. You only have to be aware of having a no foreign transaction fee card in your digital wallet. If you want to know more about my favorite travel credit cards, I'll add a link above so you can learn how I travel for free using my credit card points. Once at Victoria Station, we're making our way by foot to Buckingham Palace. You can book your tickets online to tour the palace if you're into royalty culture. Online, they have different experiences, including an exclusive evening tour. By touring the palace, you can see and walk around different rooms. The palace is not open year-round, so checking the website for updated opening dates and times is crucial. You can also catch the changing of the guard on Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays at 11 a.m. After visiting Buckingham Palace, I recommend strolling through St. James Park. On the walk over, we saw a bed of beautiful tulips in full bloom. Spring was in the air, and the birds ensured we heard the melody they sang. When visiting St. James Park, I recommend strolling through the birdcage walk and entering the park midway when you see the famous statue of the boy. You'll get the best views of Buckingham Palace and the park from the bridge at the center. Once you find the statue of the boy, make your way across the park about midway, and this is the view you'll get. London is filled with beautiful alleys and narrow streets that make you want to take a million pictures, so go ahead, stroll around, and get lost. And of course, while walking around, remember to find those iconic phone booths. My favorite was across Westminster Abbey, the most famous church in all of London. Westminster Abbey is where all the royal weddings and coronations occur in London. The church offers free entrance for prayer during Mass only. If you want to tour inside and walk around, book your tickets online. I recommend doing this in advance to avoid the long lines once you get there. On their website, you can choose the day and time of your visit. Tickets are £27 per adult. Now, I think that's a bit much to tour a church, but if walking the aisle of royalty is on your bucket list, then go ahead and book your spot. After saying a little prayer, walk along the pier for epic views of Big Ben against a dramatic sky and water. If you're looking for free things to do during your layover in London, this view is one of them, along with our next stop at the National Gallery. The National Gallery is a free art museum that is not to be missed. It was our favorite thing we did in London. We saw so many original, iconic art pieces. You must reserve your spot ahead of time. I recommend booking your free ticket about a month in advance, a bit more time if you travel during summer. The National Gallery deserves a 10 out of 10, so if you only do one free thing in London, check out this museum. We also got the opportunity to see a fantastic art installation exhibition.
I hear the women say, they do not know I speak their language. Who was Penthesilea? I knew Penthesilea was going to fall in battle. I rejoiced to see her, a woman, put on her weapons. Who will find a voice again? And when? You are lying.
We could only leave London after trying its traditional dish. We're foodies after all. Poppy's, my favorite fish and chips restaurant in London, can be found in the neighborhood of Soho. They actually have several restaurants, but for the purposes of the route we're taking on this layover, the location in Soho is perfect. Fish, chips, and beer. Nothing screams London more than that. Here's a tip when eating your fish and chips. Sprinkle some malt vinegar on top and add a squeeze of lemon. Yum! Delicious! After lunch, we wanted to check out the most colorful street in London and go wine tasting at Casanova. We tried 3 natural Italian wines for £24. Each pairing came with a bite to complement the wine. All of our wines were delicious. I highly recommend checking out this spot if you want to leave London on a happy note. If fish and chips are not your thing, there are plenty of cute little restaurants in this area, including the one next door to Casanova. It started raining as we walked around Neal Street, but hey, it's not London if there's not a little rain, right? After a moist walk, it was time to head back to the airport, pick up our bags from storage, and head on over to Venice. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss next week's episode where we tackle Venice in 48 hours. Till next time.